just wanna have fun.
Men and gentle ladies, students and pupils. See, I don't have strength to shout today. See, I really came today. I want to talk like a human being, an educated human being that I am. Before you say, Rumi, I've started again. Will I say this, my channel, I'll start to insult people. That's the other way people will listen. Because people don't listen except they are insulted, abused. You guys are toxic, so we have to do it toxic way. So, I want to be very particular about something in this particular topic. Why do we still register to study a course that our parents want us to study in university in this era, in this 21st century, in the year 2026? Why? Because it all rounds up to one thing after your graduation. You go back to that thing you want, or you end up looking for a job and you still end up working, but you're not enjoying the working space, the environment. You went to study public relations, local government, what do you call it? Yeah, public relations, you can book, maybe local government related things, or even political science. Your mom wants you to be a politician. Your daddy wants you to maintain his legacy in the political world. So you now, as Onuku where you be, because it's obvious you don't have sense. As Onuku where you be, my mom and dad are the one that will pay my school fees. Let me just do whatever they say. When I graduate, I'll now do what I want. The way me and you put leg inside this trouser and this matter, you'll be wondering, like, what's wrong with Rumi? Rumi, are you okay? Don't talk to me like that. I'll talk to you like that. Number one, you're a fool. Number two, you're Onuku. Number three, you have brain. It's so beautiful because there's nothing inside. I will not blame you. It's not your fault. It's my fault. It's my fault for actually deciding to actually speak on this particular topic. Because tell me why you will go to university to study a course that is not your desired course. Because this thing happened to me, but mine was kind of a partial thing. I had to study a course that my uncle wanted me to study, and because he was paying my school fees, I felt like, oh, I owe him the responsibility. And at the end of the day, the certificate is now there. What am I doing? I'm even like, I want to go and study masters. Like, I want to do my master's, and PhD on the course that I want. I mean, luckily enough for me, the course I want is kind of related to the course. So let's say I studied English and Literary Studies, right? But I wanted to study theater and film studies. Now, if I'm applying for masters, I have to go for my theater and film studies, not English and Literary Studies. Now, let me even tell you why we arrived at that English and Literary Studies, because you'll be wondering, you said partially in the beginning. Yes, it is partially. One, literature is what I love. I have no business with English language. Nothing concerns me. But my uncle wanted me to be an English professor. See where the thing went to. He wanted me to be an English professor. When I graduate, I'll take over. I'll get first class. Hey. A moment of laughter for the moment. Sincerely speaking, there was no guarantee. Like, I'm a smart girl. I'm a smart girl when I want to. It's by choice. Like, it's by choice. I don't know why this is funny. Because you decided to study that stuff. You want to study medicine. But your mom wants you to study. Your mom wants you to study medicine and surgery. But you want to study maybe microbiology or plant science or zoology. Baby girl, just go to the JAMB, just randomly answer questions and make sure you don't get you end up with your zoology, because at the end of the day, is what you want that matters. Now, after taking these courses, right, when I got into university, I got my admission same year. When I got to the university, I realized one thing. I paid attention to my literature courses, but my English courses were suffocating for me. I only read to pass them. Like, I literally didn't even bother. I didn't even care or pay attention. But you see my English courses, if you see my African literature, my English literature, like anything related to my literature courses, was exciting. In fact, if we even have, there were times where they would tell us to buy tickets and go and watch theatre and film studies perform in a theatre, and then give a review and a critique about what their performance is all about, or whatever. That was literally the most exciting moment for me. It is not like I was forcing myself to do it. I was literally enjoying it. I was enjoying the read this, that, read this novel, read that novel, criticize, analyze. I was enjoying, like I was really having fun. And thanks be to God, I really graduated with a good one, at least. And even if I didn't, the truth is that I enjoyed some part of it. By the time you start studying what your family wants you to, you wouldn't enjoy it. You and I know that for sure. You're just studying it for, and you gotta ask yourself, how old am I? How long do I have in life? By the time you graduate now, you start getting unwanted pressure. By the time you're doing it with university, you start getting like your family, your uncles, they will leave you. They will leave you because they'll feel like, oh, we are done with this one. Let's face another one. Let's face the younger ones. Or your chapter is closed. Your chapter is over. Let's get to the next person. And that is what is going to be. And mind you, nobody have taught you anything about adulthood. You don't know anything about being independent, paying bills, this and that. You have to now start figuring life out by yourself. And some people will have it so well that you think, okay, let me just do it, and then some people rather, not you guys, but some people won't even make it to the end line. Some people won't make it there. Some people that made it might not even find job. Those that will find job might not even enjoy it. And then when you work in a very stressful environment, your mental health, your psychological health will start draining. You start asking yourself, what did I do? Where did I go wrong? What should I do? What's the next step? You'll be confused. You'll be pressured. And then before you know it, depression kicks in. And then before you go into university, they start telling you, get first class. And then you ask people that graduated before you. Not everybody that got first class, not everybody that got first class is actually working. In a country like Nigeria, just do what you want. In fact, not even Nigeria, any country where you are, any country you are at, sit down, study, do what you want. What I mean do what you want is, don't just go and study. Some people, okay, like some countries, they offer courses in university. Okay, no, I think Nigeria does that. Fashion, there is school for fashion and fashion design, and there is school for dancers. There is school for this and that. Girl, get something. In this age, social media pays. In this age, there are platforms that would encourage you. Writing platforms. There are platforms that will encourage you to review. There are even electrical engineering. So people might not even want to study electrical engineering. Now, objectively, let us compare why you should live your parents' dream, why you shouldn't live your parents' dream, but live your dream. You know, you put on access. Before you start saying, Rumi said I should live my father's dream. I should, first of all, your parents are worried. I know, yes, they're trying to avoid some of their own experiences. They're trying to avoid you from facing all those experiences. And then sometimes when you avoid some kind of experience, you wouldn't learn. Sometimes you need experience to learn. And then you feel like these experiences, since you didn't get them firsthand, it won't really apply some lessons to you. So by the time you graduate and then life start throwing those kind of experiences or related experiences to you, you'll be able to withhold it because you don't have the foundation. You don't know the pain of losing this, so you take this for granted. And then secondly, I know that parents are trying to protect you, to provide a sense of security to you. That is why they recommend these courses, this. That's understandable. I mean, they love you. They want you to have the best things in life. But in between all this, I would like you to consider your own decisions first. Make your own final decisions, because if my father, if my mom, my dad, they want me to be a pharmacist, but I know that within me that I don't have passion for it. Personally, I hate drugs, and you want me to be a pharmacist, how would that work? It's either we find a balance or we have a problem somewhere, because I can't force myself to be what I don't want to. Look, you don't have to go about it in a very violent way. You don't have to like fight your mom and dad. Mom, I don't want to. You can't force me. No, you can't sit them down. Mom, dad, I understand what you're trying to say. I understand what you're trying to prevent. But I really appreciate it if you give me advices based on your experiences or more, so that I'll be able to avoid this kind of thing and that kind of thing. Whereas I pursue my own dreams. Whereas I do what I want. For instance, if your father wants you to be, because majorly everybody wants their daughter, their mom, their son to be a doctor, lawyers, engineers. Nobody even wants to be singer. They don't want you to be a dancer. They don't think being an actress is true study. They want you to be professional things. So you work in an office, be an office worker, and have a balanced life. But some of us want more than that. Some of us want to change the world. Some of us want to be public speakers. Some of us want to be writers that will be recognized. Some of us want to be dancers that will create great choreographies. Some of us want to be backup dancers, even to be able to just dance and make money while they dance. And that's fine. That's fine. It's your dream. You should chase it. You don't have to fight anybody about it. You can just talk to them. Mom, I understand your concerns, but I assure you, I'll do this my way. You have to learn to correct your own mistakes and learn from your past experience instead of blaming yourself or blaming your family for it. Now, by the time you don't get to learn all these things you need to first-handedly learn, the universe will throw some kind of experience to you that you and I will not like. It's not my business, so it's your life, sha. But then you start thinking of suicide. I want to go and die. I want to do this. I want to do that. Just mind you that there was a time where you have to choose what you actually wanted. Mommy, mathematics is too hard for me. I don't want to be a professor in maths. I don't want to do further maths. I don't want to. Sis, come on. Just read your web novel. Read your comics. Read them. Let me tell you one thing you don't know. The more you read, the more you learn. And then if you read all these storybooks, there will be a day you get inspiration to write your own. Even if you draw. Look, even if you can't even work for a company, a webtoon company or something, you can still sit down and create something by yourself and for yourself. Like you can, in this generation, this world of many opportunities, there's ChatGPT, there's AI features that can help you with this and that. We can easily survive. So why the stress? Why stress yourself to do this and that when you and I know that this is not the path you want for yourself? You are doing it, but you're not enjoying it. There's a difference between, there are people who enjoy medicine. They want to be somebody that will help somebody to recover. They want to bring life. There are people that want to research on something and bring solutions to some problems. There are people that want to study plants, understand them, bring solutions to their problems. So whatever you're studying or you want to study is important. So put your heart into it and do your best in whatever you're trying to do. Before I hear that Rumi said this and Rumi did not say that, I did not say you should fight your mommy and daddy. I won't pay your school fees. Let's get that straight. So be obedient enough to sit them down and talk. But if they don't want to talk, you have to prove to them that you actually mean it. And how do you prove that? You have to actually show them how much you love what you want to study. Because sincerely speaking, if you force yourself to do what your parents want, at the end of the day, they will leave you when you graduate. That's just the whole summary. They won't be there for you. They won't be there with you when you start living here. When you're already in your 28, 25, 27, you start facing life decisions. You won't be begging them for food every day. You have to rent your apartment. You have to pay your bills. You have to feed yourself clothing. And all that thing is bills on you. And they will not tell you that when you are about to enter your first year. They'll tell you when you make money, when you finish, you find job. There is no job actually. You have to be self-employed. And do your own thing. Something you love, worthy enough, because people who do what they want will always find solution for themselves. Let's say, for instance, you studied medicine because you love it, not because they asked you or they forced you to. By the time you graduate with the certificate of what you want, medicine, where is medicine? Let's say, okay, let's take it this way. Your parents wanted to study medicine. You graduated from medical school. You go to hospitals to seek employment. You won't be that eager to actually do it. You just be like, and let's take, for instance, you hate the hospital environment. What would you do? Just be forcing yourself. They will say that you don't have passion for it. You might even make a mistake. You might even do something that would lead to someone losing his or her life under your care. And that would be very careless of you. But if you did it because you love it, by choice, because you want to study it, because you actually care for people's life, yeah, that's different. Because even if hospitals don't employ you, you'll find ways to it. You'll be like, okay, let me just one or two things. Let me do one or two things. Let me create a mini clinic, even with small amount of money. You'll be able to raise a small clinic that will lead to you having a private hospital. Because that's it. That's what you want. You'll be confident enough to actually hold that clinic and lead to a hospital. Maybe, who knows, you have branches of hospitals everywhere. So by the time you do what you want, there will be inspiration here and there. You'll be enjoying it. You'll be having fun. You will still be doing it. You'll still be making money. And no matter, let me tell you something. When somebody forces you to study something or do something, you give up easily. But when you're doing something, let me take for instance, your mom wants you to be a singer, but you don't want to. By the time you start facing difficulties and hate comments and things I used to see in documentaries, like maybe critics, you won't be able to hold up. You will be like, I'm frustrated, I don't want. You might even, by yourself at the end of the day. But if you actually love it, it's a whole different case, because you tell yourself something like, I can do it. People that did it, they survived. They went through some shit like this, so I can do it. You motivate yourself. You even find it fun, because the stress, you even be eager to practice, eager to take critics, so you know where to correct yourself and where to add more energy into. That's just the difference. So please, the life is your own. Your mommy and daddy have finished living their own. So calm down and, reconsider things and choose what you love and live what you want. Live how you want. If you want to be a hot girl, be a hot girl. If you want to be a tomboy, be a tomboy. Nobody is forcing you to do anyone. Just, there are ways to these things. Their life is there. Your life is yours. They brought you to this life. Like, it's likewise you can't just give birth to a child and you want your child to be a doctor. I want my child to be, and then from childhood you start pressuring them, disturbing them. Come on. Because you see, at the end of the day, if that child don't want to be that thing you want them to be, they might even end up dropping out of school. That something you prepared them from little, they will drop out of school and suddenly they want to be nothing. Let's just travel around the world and make vlogs. If they have fun doing that, let them. Because you have lived your life. Let your children live theirs. How can you be Ogbenye at the same time? How can you be rich? And how can you be like this? I don't want to really insult anybody this time. I'm trying to be a good girl today. I'm trying to put my mood. I'm trying to put my polite quotes. I'm trying to be nice. And you people are not actually the kind of people I need to be nice with, because I've noticed something. You guys don't like it when somebody's talking to you nicely. Since I'm a Nigerian, I speak to you people in a very considerate way. Some have brain, but they don't. You understand? And some can hear, but you don't used to comprehend. I understand. I really do. I understand. It's not your fault. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying. So by the time you finish this video, please calm down, because Wabofumbia, you only have one life. I don't know whether you have 9 lives. Whether you are 9 folks. What do they call that? 9-tailed fox or cats that have 9 lives, as they say. There's no proof to prove that. No evidence to prove it. So, as they say, you won't even remember your past life. So leave this one in fulfillment. Enjoy yourself. Don't give it about anyone. Just enjoy yourself. Chase your own dream and do your own thing and be your own self. I don't know why it's hard. It's not hard, but because your brain is not braining so well. You would think it's a big deal, but it is not. Not to frustrate yourself. Life is too short. Enjoy yourself. Do what you want. Before you know it now, you don't reach 30. Before you know it, you don't reach 60. Before you know it, you don't reach 80. People go to expect you to die. But that kind of thing. So relax. Chillax. Real. Chill. Let me have spoken. Bye. People that have ear will hear. People that don't have ear, since your ear is for fans, I know you know hear. Sometimes it will enter here, come out here and wave me bye. It's okay. I shall not talk. I don't talk now. Depends on you. It's all on you to either you comprehend or you not comprehend. I'm gonna bye. Ciao.